This considerable progress in consolidating the relationship is now at a political standstill. The biggest obstacle concerns tariffs. President Trump's desire to balance trade with India and access India's market is precisely what India is offering. India has signed 5 trade agreements in recent years and is actively negotiating at least 5 more. A solution to trade and tariff differences between the United States and India is therefore at hand. The second challenge in India relates to the United States' renewed engagement with Pakistan's military leadership. Pakistan has a long and well-documented history of using non-state terrorist proxies against India. As a result over many years, India's experience is that third-party mediation has often contributed to Pakistan's adventurism. And so the United States has pursued a policy of de-hyphenation between India and Pakistan, engaging with both, but minimizing involvement in their disputes. There remains considerable progress for future collaboration should differences over trade and Pakistan be successfully managed between the United States and India. The outline of what is possible was spelled out by President Trump and Prime Minister Modi in February. This includes $500 billion in trade by 2030, which will be facilitated by a bilateral trade agreement. The United States is now a major provider of oil and gas to India, and coal exports have also increased, and civil nuclear cooperation is possible, as is cooperation on defense, on AI, and a variety of other emerging technologies. The second rationale for closer ties has been strategic, related to China's rise and assertiveness in the Indo-Pacific. In recent years, China has expanded and modernized its nuclear arsenal, undertaken one of the largest naval buildups in its history, and unveiled new unmanned and cyber systems. In 2020, a major mobilization by the PLA resulted in clashes in which 20 Indian military personnel lost their lives. China has also developed a network of potentially dual-use ports across the Indo-Pacific and beyond that might be used to secure critical choke points. The Indian Navy, as a result, has stepped up, increased the tempo of its patrols, and contributed to maritime burden sharing in the Indian Ocean and Pacific. Both the United States and India also have enormous trade deficits with China, $296 billion in the case of the United States, $99 billion in the case of India. And China's rare earth export restrictions have reinforced concerns about supply chain concentration as leverage with competitors. Another area of strategic convergence between the United States and India has involved stabilizing the Middle East.